We all have our struggles. Some are self-contained shadows, and others are the outside world giving us sign of change. But with remembrance that things play out with purpose is something in the back of my head. My personal shadow is one I've known for all too long. Been with me since birth, but ended up being the death of me. Freedom dawned after long contemplation. I discovered that the shadow holding me back lost the power it once contained. The process felt like forever, but the action felt instant. Suddenly, I was free. I remember when I used to see light, before things turned black and white. I asked myself how we got here from a place so fluorescent, but the answer is too dark to remember. I was afraid of running, thinking it would be darker. Manipulation tied me and convinced me I was weak. But now we see who the weak truly was. Trying to control what can't be changed, chaining me to what's right for you, but I break to be right with me. Though the scars remain, the pain subsides. With the feeling of constant lies and the complexity of a disguise. Free to live, free to fly, lots of love to my alibi. Ever since I was young, I knew who I was. Freedom has never failed to follow me, and the price of love was never too expensive. I know how this will go and how it will set me free. How I will grow and flee the chains that I didn't know held me. I've kept this for so long and thought about it for longer, knowing how I need to wander. Feeling unbreakable in despite of the fear because the door is so near. Finally able to embrace me, find my truth beneath the lies through the disguise I wore myself. I'm expecting your reaction to be good because you seem to have always understood that I'm different than what everyone else calls normal. But I guess I was wrong. I'm more than what you see only because it's not who you want me to be. This novel begins with one little secret because I thought you were the one who would keep it. I recognize where I am, but none of that matters when I don't know who I am. The shadows covered my exterior, making me unknown. They trapped me here because of who I am, thinking the choice had been made, but it was made for me. Hidden, the only way to survive in their heads. Lying, the only thing I must do to get ahead. Trapped in the image, lost in the faith. Not sure where my future will take, possibly gonna bend and break. I know what I need, but no one else wants that for me. The past feels like never, the future seems like forever. Secluding myself from the people I once knew is the step I take to be just like you. Dreams become reality, constant hoping for equality. The treatment of others the same as you, but sadly just a dream that taunts me every night, and the nightmare that haunts me every day. The shadows in my way, the one barrier I can't break. Thinking, dreaming, and hoping are things that keep me sane. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know it's not captivity. I'm done hiding myself to protect the name. Your standards aren't enough rope to withdraw me from what matters. I'm paralyzed, tied up by my own mind, lost in thoughts that hold me tight. Freedom from the physical, but stranded from the emotion. The list I trust is equivalent to what I expect. Nothing. Not sure how deep the cut, but things will never be the same. Band-aids can't cover scars forever. The emotions slowly come back, feeling again like I did. Love frightens me, scared to fall, scared to break, worried I'll make the same mistake. But it doesn't contain me. The color in my eyes have never been this bright. Who knew that just one sight could bring light to my life? I'm the astronaut flying through space because I've never known much of a safe place. I can't express myself in ways that flatter, but negativity doesn't seem to matter. My thoughts are the highlights because that's the only light in my vision. For once the shadows aren't overbearing, my heart has started caring, for I have never felt something so tender and fragile as that I feel with your presence. Not knowing where you came from, where you are, or where you're going is something that doesn't matter, because the only place I want you to go is in the safest pits of my heart and the tender warmth of my arms. But what about the future? What about me and you? The past seems so distant while the future seems tomorrow, and all the thoughts of sorrow seem to fade away. The roses will be planted in all the right places, and the garden will blossom with all the colors, at least in my head. You're the purple I needed to complete the rainbow, and the other half of my heart I didn't know I was missing. The sea has always been a part of me, but now that I've met you, it feels like the ocean. You bring out the bigger side of me that has never been exposed before. The hue of pink my world has turned from your fire that continues to burn. But I can't help remember how this is going to end. I forget what matters to me because my love, you are the new engulfment, the one I needed to set me free. I'm tone deaf, my feelings are shot, the only thing I am is wishing of yesterday. Regret and take back, get closer with the pack, but I still cut off, making me seem odd. The one I love is chaining me to these standards, feeling unrealistic and never good enough. Every time I meet you, you turn your rules so that the loser is left standing. I wish I could take a seat, but every time the fire burns my chair. Not sure where the sun hides, but the shadows are everywhere. Victim of murder inside and out, all you ever did was fill me with hatred and doubt. Scared I'll never be me again, constantly feeling like I never win. Worried what you'll see, never going to what you want me to be. Mind games are my advantage to get me through your traps, so you'll never see the truth. Friday the 13th, the night of the broken heart. What I gave that night made me so happy, but the result sent me to this. You took my love, you took my pride, but you won't take my life. Space is the last thing I want, but the first thing I need. Many reasons come to mind, but none from a place of hatred. Protection is the only thing we have to save us. Give me some time while I plan my escape, though I'm on a roller coaster while doing it. I've learned that when something you love is ripped from your hands, it causes you to do things you'd never do. And when the manipulator is your best friend, it can make you do the same. I trusted you with my biggest secret. You used it to your advantage and caught me behind your back. I'm worried what you'll see over my shoulder, and when the time's right, I'll move the boulder to my new life and a new start, and so I no longer have to be in the dark. But that's hopeful thinking when the future is a year away. But I'm still counting down the days, till I can leave without your say in the way I live. Though I'm a bit all over the place, I have managed to come up with my escape. Waiting for the time where there can be no say, so I can pack my bags and move away. Though it won't be easy to leave so abrupt, it's better than living in the land of corrupt. The place I've never been able to win, and every move is a living sin. You probably think you got your grip on me, but little do you know I'm about to flee. The closet is my home till the time is right, so that my secrets are kept out of sight. Speechless is the understatement, scared is the beginning, and love is approaching. Scars in my brain that last forever. Feelings of pain come from worries of your sense. Going somewhere you can't find me. The memories of the years flash before my eyes, feel so real, like it's all happening over again. But it's just an illusion I strap myself to. Who knew that the closet was the only safe place for me? Trying to rush my freedom was my first mistake. Being so open was the one that constantly got me. But now that I'm free, I don't have anything holding me back. I can finally be the person I was born to be and not have to worry about who's watching over my shoulder. I can't forget how I met you and the feeling I felt when we were together, but the mistakes we learned from making us stronger now. I hate it so-called ended like it did, but I trust you're waiting for me. It wasn't truly the end, more of a break, just to get me to a safe place, and I'm headed there now. Even though the shackles have been broken, the scars are still showing. Since I've been hiding these past years, it feels weird to suddenly be free. I know that time heals wounds, but I want to live right now. I want to be myself in all complexity, but I don't allow it because of habit. Tomorrow more brighter than yesterday, while all the pain fades away. You're the thing that keeps me in check and reminds me of the bad in this world. Never take for granted because it could be ripped away from me at any given moment. I've earned everything I have and I realize how lucky I am to have it. You kept me chained for 18 years while I cried about 1,000,000 tears. Even through all the fears, it will keep me grounded for life. And even though you hurt me so bad, I couldn't constantly remain mad. I forgive you for everything that has been done, because the war with you has finally been won. My senses are clear and the pain is forgotten. At least in this moment, I taste nothing rotten. Saturation at its highest and all fear has been torn. Distance made my heart grow stronger so I could reunite with the only one I want. Almost as a test that shows that love wins at the lowest of bumps. The trust I put in you wasn't to waste. Even though it's been difficult, we made it through this. Patience helps us get through anything, and the unbreakable bond I share with you. It feels like we were meant to be, because when I'm not with you, I only think about you and me. All the places we could go, and all the memories yet to be made. It feels weird to have that fantasy be a reality in this given moment. Nothing's holding us back from the future we can obtain. And I wouldn't want to grow with anyone else. Times got rocky and the worries got deeper, but somehow I knew we needed to climb steeper. Can't get me off this high, can't take me from my cloud, because you and I are so much stronger now. So what have you been up to?